What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR 365. What is going on? Today is Thursday. It is May 23rd, and the time on the clock is 2:02 p.m. A little bit late on the draw here. YouTube right now is saying that the stream status is bad, but it always says that, or a lot of times it'll say that and then it gets okay. So hopefully things are all right. The first thing I want to say though is I've been scrambling today, doing a bunch of little errands and stuff, and I don't actually have like topics prepared. I don't think it's going to matter too much because I've played Oculus Quest and I want to talk about the Oculus Quest. So I don't think, actually, my Oculus Quest is actually sitting over there. I forgot. I left it over in that spot. But I'm going to be talking about Oculus Quest today, mostly. And then what we can do, certainly I can, take a look and see what people are talking about in chat. A lot of people have gotten their Rift S's, their Oculus Quests. They've tried a lot of different games. So people have had some time with these things. They've been enjoying these things and working with these things for a while now. And so everybody has their take. I need to get my volume dialed in here. Okay. So, because we don't want the game trailer to be crazy high. Okay, so, I have a number of things that I did want to talk about, though, in relationship to the Oculus Quest. Number one, I have a number of games that I have played since the last time I was on this show. And we didn't have an episode yesterday. A lot of people probably wondering, bro, this is like the hottest time of the year for VR. How are you going to miss a show when this is the time? This is the time when VR is just crazy right now. The whole Oculus thing that's going on, yada, yada, yada. Well, yesterday I had a dentist appointment, which that screwed me up. And then when it was about time for me to do this show, I hadn't played anything. I hadn't looked at any news. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not ready to do a show right now. I need to play more Oculus Quest games. Basically, bottom line, the dentist appointment screwed everything up. I blame it 100% on the dentist appointment. It just discombobulated everything. And so F it. I didn't do a show yesterday. Apologies. But what I did get to do is I got to play some Oculus Quest games later in the day. And so I'm going to have my take on Superhot. I'm going to have my take on Job Simulator. I'm going to have my take on Face Your Fears. I'm going to have my take on Beat Saber. And at least those. I'm definitely going to have my take on those games. I'm also going to have my take on the Quest in general, especially the comfort standpoint. And actually, why don't we go ahead and start it off with that? Because I got to tell you, man, that first episode that I did, that first day that I had with my Oculus Quest, I was starting to get a little bit worried. I really was, because I was so hyped for the Oculus Quest, so excited. I enjoyed it when I was at GDC. I thought everything was wonderful. I didn't have any problems with it. Of course, I only had it for 15 minutes at a time. When I tried it I had a Quest on my head quite a bit at GDC, actually, when you come to think of it, because I had that private demo. That was about 25 minutes. I had a couple of other mini demos that were about 15 minutes. But I thought it was comfortable when I used it. And then that first day when I got the Quest, I was like, whoa, this is not comfortable. What happened here? And I said a number of times that I felt like the thing got shrunk. Like, Honey, I Shrunk the Quest. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. What happened here? They shrunk the Quest down like 20%. No, seriously though, when I really took the Quest out of that box and looked at it for the first time and was kind of examining it, I was like, man, they must have put this in a shrinking machine and they reduced it by another 20%, because this isn't the Quest that I used at GDC. That's what I really thought. And I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to kind of stick to that. I think it's actually smaller. I think it's a little bit smaller than the one that I used at GDC, or maybe I was just high as a mofo. And you know what? I was in San Francisco. And I was walking around on the San Francisco streets, and let me tell you, there are clouds of lots of chemicals in the air when you're in San Francisco, so maybe I was higher than a mofo. And when I got my Quest in real life, I was like, man, this thing is hella small. But I was kind of wondering about that. Now, here's the really, really good news, folks. Well, at least for me, it's good news, right? So I heard a lot of people yapping about the comfort issue on the Oculus Quest. And there's been some people that have responded to these comfort issues. And they said, well, are you putting it on the right way? And they kind of went through great measures, elaborate measures of explaining how you put the thing on the right way. And I'll tell you what, here's the number one thing that you want to do with your Oculus Quest. In fact, let me go grab it. Hold on one sec. I'm going to go grab the Quest. I should have had it over here. One sec. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty elaborate green screen trick that I just did. Did you see that? I walked into the green screen. Super elaborate, man. I have to use special mirrors and shit. It's really complicated to do that. Okay, so anyway, here is my Oculi Quest. And you'll notice, do you see this? Do you see how this is like this? I'm telling you, this is the secret sauce, ladies and gentlemen. If you want your Oculus Quest to fit you right, this part right here needs to be way the F back. It needs to be down. You got to get it down on the back of your head. Then worry about tightening these things on the side. So this thing, loosen this up. Get this bubble thing way on the back ball of your head. You really want it back there. You don't want it up high. And so I think the original problem that I had with this on that first day is I had it back there, but it wasn't down as far as it needed to be. And I think that was the primary cause of my struggles, because this thing was uncomfortable, man. It was really uncomfortable. And I think I put it on the wrong way. And so now I'm making absolutely sure the number one thing, get that thing back, get it down, then tighten it. Now, the one downside I will say is I still have a bit of an issue with whenever I'm looking down or whenever I'm looking up at something, I have to tighten these sides really, really tight once I get it inside my head. Once I get it on the right way, then I really have to tighten these sides. And I have to tighten them abnormally. So Jeff Gerstmann, Oculus face, all day long, baby. It is straight up Jeff Gerstmann Oculus face when I'm using this puppy, because otherwise, if I'm looking up or I'm looking down, it's going to be flopping a little bit, and that does suck. Okay, so I'm going to put this puppy down. But yeah, I feel like my comfort has improved considerably since I started doing that. And so that's been a lifesaver. Now, what hasn't been a lifesaver? The goddamn rubbing noises. Okay, so I'm still trying to use these Sennheisers because, Chris says Anthony likes it tight. Okay, I'm still using these Sennheisers, right? But god damn it, the rubbing, squeaking noises are driving me batshit insane. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to pull this down. And then the other thing I figured out is if I take my headphones and just kind of move them back like this, where they're damn near falling off of my ears, then sometimes I don't get that rubbing noise as much. Bottom line, now he retracted that message. Bottom line, too late, bro. Too late. I called it out live on air. The bottom line here, though, is that I need some different headphones. Like, I cannot use these headphones with the Oculus Quest. And a real question I have, though, for everybody out there, there's got to be some other people that are experiencing the same exact issue that I am with the rubbing and the squeaking noises. There's got to be. I mean, it can't just be, oh, hell no. Hell no. Chris says use earbuds instead. I'd rather put an earbud where the sun don't shine, all right? I'm not about those earbuds. I hate earbuds. Can't stand earbuds. I don't know if there's something with my ear canal that is like, it's not, it's abnormal compared to most humans. I've never had earbuds that popped in and felt good at all. So, no. I am a headphone guy. F earbuds to the end of time. I would rather use the piped in audio that comes standard than use some goddamn earbuds. Earbuds can get the hell out of Dodge as far as I'm concerned. I hate earbuds. I don't even want to talk about earbuds. But let's switch back over here. So basically, bottom line, comfort is a lot better than I thought it was. Still got the headphone problem. Definitely need to get some different headphones and completely avoid the rubbing noise. And this is it's actually going to be difficult because I can't just buy rando headphones, because how am I going to know if I'm going to have the rubbing sound or not? And I don't know that you can't like go to Best Buy and try on different headphones, right? They're in packages and shit. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the headphone problem, because I don't want to be buying headphones and returning them, but I absolutely need some different headphones with this thing, because the rubbing, squeaky noises, oh, hell no. That has got to go. Let's see. So that's pretty much the main issues there in terms of like the comfort and stuff like that. Battery usage, I'm getting pretty good battery time out of it. And I'll charge the thing up, I'll set it down and I'll charge it. I haven't used any battery packs or anything like that. I'm just, I play it for a while. See, the battery life is not a big deal for me, because I very, very, very rarely will spend more than 45 minutes in one single session in VR. I take breaks, man. Like, I'll go for 45 minutes, then I come out of there and I'll do something else for like 25 minutes, and then maybe I'll go back. I do not stay in a VR headset for like 2-3 hours. That is not me. There may be a day when that happens, but it sure as hell is not going to be 580 grams. We're going to have to get to like 250 grams, okay? And we're going to need incredibly high refresh rates. That's why I am very interested. Let me go ahead and change this trailer, though. Apologies, I've been running this trailer for a minute. I am very interested, actually, in the Valve Index from the standpoint that, okay, I'm going to put a little video on that is unfinished. It says top 20 most wanted PC VR games, but I didn't do all 20. I did it for a while, then I stopped. So I'll put this on just for a second. But if you guys are wondering, hey, you never went to 20. Yeah, this was an aborted project that I was doing some little trailer things. These are the top 20 most wanted VR games on VR game rankings, but it hasn't been updated in a while, so there might be some differences. There might be some games that have been released off of this, like Vader Immortal might be in here. Obviously, it's currently available, so Vader Immortal isn't one of the most wanted. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, the Valve Index, the refresh rate, like that is a big deal, because I wonder if I were to start playing every single game at 144 hertz, would I not have that like, kind of factor? Because that's one of the reasons I don't stay in a headset for more than 45 minutes, because otherwise I come out of there feeling like I was lost in a cave, like in Chile. I was buried in a cave for 45 days. Okay, first world problems, that's a little bit much, right? But you know what I mean. So yeah, why don't we talk about some of the games, though? And what I'll do is I'll go over some of these games in order of games that I did not discuss on this show. And that's the other thing. Look, but I told you guys this. I told you guys in that last episode, I said, stop, time out, time out. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for a trailer, though. Let me find the trailer I need. Okay, I'm going to grab a Superhot trailer because I did play some Superhot, brah. I did play Superhot on the Questicle. And so what I said on the last show, I said, time out, time out, time out. One thing I got to say is my opinions are going to be all over the place in the very beginning. And, you know, they are all over the place. And I only tried like 4 or 5 games that first time. And so I had a skewed opinion. Now I've tried a whole bunch more games, and now my opinion is starting to morph. And it's starting to change, and it's a roller coaster ride, and there's gonna be highs and there's gonna be lows. You gotta ride the highs and the lows, brah. And so again, that's part of it. Okay, so I did try Superhot. That was one of the first games I tried since, you know, our last episode here. I tried Superhot, and I gotta tell you, a banger of a banger. I give Superhot a gold rating, okay? It is endorsed by VR365 and VR Game Rankings. If you want an outstanding example of what the Quest is capable of, grab yourself Superhot. So Superhot has a gold rating, and Space Pirate Trainer has a gold rating. I recommend those to everybody and their mama's cousin. If you want to have a lot of fun in your Quest with an experience that is not very watered down. Like, you know, when I was talking about Space Pirate Trainer, I said Space Pirate Trainer was about 86% of the real PC VR experience of Space Pirate Trainer, which I think is freaking incredible. Superhot is about 87%. I mean, it's pretty much right there as well. And this shouldn't come as a tremendous shocker, because what has Superhot got going on? I mean, it's not got like crazy visuals going on. I mean, you only have a couple of guys. They're very polygonish already. The backgrounds are, you know, don't have a lot going on. There's not a lot that's happening here. But still, I gotta tell you, Superhot feels great. It feels absolutely great on the Oculus Quest. Thumbs up. It's expensive, right? What is it, $25? So not cheap, but beautiful. Loved Superhot. Much love. Lots of great things to say about Superhot. Really good. It played really good. You know, I was able to set up a nice wide. I'm mostly playing my Quest in my man cave, quite honestly, just because I can get a much bigger area in here. And I love the whole pass-through thing. I love the Guardian. All of that works great. Really like that. So I was playing Superhot in here. I wasn't moving around as much as some people thought. Maybe you should move around, or that you could move around. I was moving around, but I wasn't like walking 10 spaces in one direction or anything like that. I was pretty much staying in my spot. Great. Awesome. You know, I mean, what else can I say? They freaking nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. Okay, so I tried Superhot. Incredible. Okay, another game I tried, Beat Saber. And I tried the full game. What do you call it? VR Roundtable. We paid the $30, you know, and we bought it for our VR Roundtable account. So I fired up the full game of Beat Saber on the Oculus Quest. And I think I might have tweeted this out yesterday. I don't know if I tweeted this out or not, but one of the phrases, or one of the things that popped into my mind when I was playing Beat Saber is, if nothing else, the Oculus Quest is an incredible Beat Saber arcade machine. If nothing else, it's a $450 Beat Saber machine. It is. Well, actually, you know what? $480, okay? Because I'm saying 450 because, you know, there is taxation without representation. In most states, unless you're in Oregon or something, I mean, most states here, and whether you're in Europe or whatever, you're probably paying some kind of tax, right? So I'm going to say $450 for a standard Quest and then $30 for Beat Saber. So $480, but you're basically getting a freaking portable Beat Saber machine. Like, how freaking awesome is that? Because the experience is locked and loaded, man. It is locked and loaded. Again, if we're going to talk about percentages, I would probably go up to like 88, 89% with Beat Saber. I mean, it's like 88, 89% of the experience. It is pretty much there. It's pretty much there. I played Escape. I played Pop Stars. I played a couple of other songs, and it worked well. The tracking was flawless. I've seen some people out there complaining about tracking. Like, I think the developer of Lo-Fi, he happened to tweet out that like every 10 or every other minute, he's like completely losing his tracking. My tracking was flawless. It worked great. I haven't had any tracking problems. The only weirdness that I've had, and this has been some occasional weirdness, one of the occasional weirdnesses I'll talk about is I've got this gigantic ass play space. I mean, it is absolutely huge, right? I'm standing pretty much in the middle of it. It's like 3.5 meters by 3.5 meters probably is my play space. And I'm standing dead center in the middle, and I'm playing Beat Saber, and every once in a blue moon, my Guardian shows up. And I'm like, what? My Guardian should not be showing up because the edge of my play space is way the hell over there. The other edge is way over there. And the front is like right here. The back is like just in front of those speakers kind of. The Guardian should not be popping up. And I was like, why is the Guardian popping up? You know, and I'm doing my Beat Saber, bang, and I'm doing this stuff, right? And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if like the very end of the lightsaber, like if the very tip of the lightsaber touches near your Guardian, does that cause the Guardian to come up? Because it shouldn't, because it's imaginary, right? It should be where your actual lightsaber is, where the real controller would be. That should maybe activate your Guardian. But I wasn't nowhere near the Guardian, and it was coming up every once in a blue moon. And I found that to be very bizarre. Another bizarre thing, and this is system-wide, you know, Quest-wide, Questicle. The other weird thing I noticed about some of this stuff is like I was playing Face Your Fears 2, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But I was playing Face Your Fears 2, and every once in a while, like, it would just go black. Like, it was almost like I stuck my head. You know how sometimes like you'll stick your head into a wall or you'll collide with some type of object and then everything just goes black in the headset? Like you might be on your Vive or your Rift or whatever. You stick your head into some geometry and it all goes black. Well, it was doing that a little bit for me when I was playing Face Your Fears 2. And my head wasn't hitting any geometry. I was in the wide open. And again, I have a gigantic room scale space that I'm working with, so I didn't understand why that was happening. But Beat Saber, man, oh my God, it is flawless. It is perfect. This'll probably be my go-to demo. Like I'm probably gonna put people in Beat Saber, just the music and everything. I'll probably be putting people into Beat Saber when I show people. I haven't showed anybody yet. I've been just holding and hoarding the Quest just for myself because there's so many experiences I still got to try, right? So I'm still working my way through. But Beat Saber is great. Yeah, Nathan says, you mean it flickers for a second? I noticed this too. Yeah, just for a couple of seconds. And then Guy Godin says, the Guardian triggering occurs with very fast movements in every game. That freaking sucks. They need to figure that shit out because I don't want to see the Guardian. I'm going out of my way to try to get a big enough play space. I don't want to see the Guardian. Okay, VR Let's Play says you need to draw your Guardian system 1 to 2 feet further, then it won't. No, dude, my Guardian... Okay, this room, like if I measure from that wall to that wall, it's like 24 feet or something. And I don't have, my play space isn't 24 feet wide, but it's got to be 18 feet wide. I should never see the Guardian. And I'm in the middle. I'm in the exact middle. And I'm not running anywhere. I'm playing Beat Saber. I'm just standing in the middle. So anyway, but you know what? These little nitpicky things, the thing that we've got to remember with these little nitpicky things, dude, the Quest has been available for like 2 days. Okay, the Quest has been available for 2 days. We all have to watch ourselves in terms of overreactions. Overreactions, calm down, take a deep breath, relax. It'll be okay. Because these are little things are going to be ironed out. For example, Oculus is going to fix the sound of the Rift S via a download. A download is going to improve your speakers on the Rift S. So anything can happen, right? I don't really believe that. Okay, I do not believe that at all. How do you improve sound with a download? I don't believe that, but oh well. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so that was a little bit weird. But Beat Saber, again, another gold standard. Like this is praise be. All praise be to Beat Games. So far, what do we have here? Space Pirate Trainer, Beat Saber, Superhot, thumbs up all the way. 100% approved. I endorse this message. All three of those games, beautiful. Okay, so I don't think I have a Face Your Fears trailer, but I do have a MatPat trailer. and the MatPat trailer does show a little bit of Face Your Fears in it. Although we've seen so much of that goddamn MatPat trailer, I know we're all sick of it. I don't have a Face Your Fears trailer. Okay, well, we're going to go to MatPat. Okay, so let me find the Oculus trailers and let me find the MatPat trailer, because there is a little bit of Face Your Fears in there. MNOP, can I spell? Okay, so Oculus, where's MatPat? Oh no, here it is. Oculus Quest, first impressions from MatPat. You gotta love MatPat. Okay, I'm going to throw that on because at some point during this, it does show a little bit of Face Your Fears. Okay, so I want to talk about Face Your Fears. So Face Your Fears, I got to admit, this is a game I've kind of been dreading a little bit. And the reason I've been dreading going into this is because of the goddamn spiders. I mean, let's get real. We've all seen some of the clips, some of the pictures where it shows spiders. And the spiders are Black Widows. They're freaking Black Widows. And they're accurate looking Black Widows. Like that's where he's in the spider area when he's playing it. I think he's playing the spider part. Okay, now luckily, here's the beautiful thing. Okay, see that? Like I would cry like a little biatch if that shit happened. So here's where I got lucky, folks. When you start Face Your Fears 2, there's 2 doors that you can choose. And so I looked at the doors carefully and I thought, you know what? That's Spiderville. I just had a feeling that is going to be Spiderville. So I went to the other door. I chose the other door. And so far, I've only seen one spider in a mailbox. Spoilers, sorry. Spoilers, my apologies. I've only seen one spider so far, so I think I made the right choice. The problem is, I don't know how I'm ever going to play that other side, because I might not, like, the way those Black Widows look, I might not be able to deal with this game. I simply might have to just be like, oh, nope, it's not going to happen. I'm out of here. I'm done. Okay, but the Face Your Fears section that I did go into, I'll just tell you the very, very, very beginning of it, in case you, just so people might know which one I'm talking about. You're like driving in a car in the very, 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 very beginning, and you have a car accident in the very, very, very beginning. That's not really a spoiler. I mean, I don't think that's really a spoiler because it's very, very early. So that's the one I did. Look at MatPat, bro. MatPat, look at MatPat. I mean, MatPat got really low on that one. And with a leather jacket and all. MatPat is doing big things. Okay. But basically, so I went into the other door and I'm going through this Face Your Fears experience, and I won't spoil it because, I mean, you can definitely spoil it with like the jump scares and stuff. But what I will say is, of all the Oculus Quest games I've played so far, I would say that Face Your Fears 2 probably has the best. It probably has the best game engine, I think, that I've seen up until this point on the Oculus Quest, but I've barely scratched it. You know, I've hardly touched anything. I mean, there's like 20 other games I haven't played. And so, but Face Your Fears 2, like the geometry, the polygons, like I'm walking through this world, you know, you can set free locomotion, and I think you can set it to like to go by your hand instead of your head, that's the ideal way to go. You know, it's got snap turning, which I'm perfectly fine with snap turning. And so I'm walking through this world of Face Your Fears 2, and I thought to myself at one point, I was like, this could be a straight up Oculus Rift game. Like, this could be a straight up Oculus Rift or a HTC Vive game that just doesn't have the greatest graphics, and I don't think anybody would freaking immediately know. And so of the game engines I've dealt with so far, I would say Face Your Fears 2, like even the interiors, like being in different little places, like the geometry, the walls, the ground, the other things that they have in there, I would say it might be the best game engine I've experienced so far on Oculus Quest. So, I mean, I'm still going through it. I didn't finish the entire sequence in that one door. And that's the downside to Face Your Fears 2, is I guess you have these two big experiences, and that's it. So it isn't like 5 different little experiences. You've got 2 major experiences, and then when you're done with that, I believe you're all done with it, and you can repeat it and, you know, do it again. So Face Your Fears 2, definite thumbs up. Definite thumbs up. I don't know that I'm going to give it the gold rating yet because I haven't played it enough to know. But I definitely give it a thumbs up. Okay, now, what else can I talk about? I also tried Job Simulator. There might be one other game I tried that I'm completely forgetting about. But anyway, I did try Job Simulator, and you might be like, well, why go into Job Simulator? I just wanted to check it out. Part of the reason I wanted to check it out was, remember, we had that one interview with Gaming Science Teacher, and she was saying that the one game she's looking forward to, maybe more than any other game, was Job Simulator, and I kind of rained on her parade a little bit, talking about the old i5 2500K, and how in the early days, like back in 2016, Job Simulator, as simple as you might think it looks, didn't always perform butter smooth on everybody's computer, and it seemed like it had more to do with the CPU than anything else. And so I kind of cautioned Gaming Science Teacher, and I told her, you know, maybe wait and see what you hear from some other players before you just run out and buy this right away. But she was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, I'm good. I'm going to do it. I have faith, you know, yada, yada, yada. And so I was kind of curious, and I was like, you know, I should jump into Job Simulator. Let me go ahead and check out Job Simulator. Okay, I jumped into Job Simulator, and I went into the convenience store clerk. I mean, first you're in the main area, you know, the whole job thing, and, you know, you're kind of in like the museum, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I went into the convenience store clerk, and I was doing all the convenience store clerk stuff, and I gotta say, man, they freaking nailed this. They nailed it. It works so good. The last time I played Job Simulator was on my 970 and the i5 2500K. And honestly, this actually performed better than my i5 2500K and that 970 card. Back, you know, way back when. Because I remember I was playing the convenience store clerk, and I was getting like all kinds of reprojection and stuff, and it was kind of janky a little bit. Like Job Simulator, I think it's maybe just the i5 2500K, like it really hates those old processors, or at least it did. And so I think that skewed my take on Job Simulator, and they nailed it, man. It works great. Every once in a while, there's a little like frame hiccup or something. But for the most part, because I was grabbing things, I was grabbing the magazines, I was grabbing the ketchup and the mustard, all the different stuff. And I was just moving things all over. The customers were coming in. The sound effects worked great. Everything worked beautifully. In fact, honestly, that's another great demo. Another great demo to put anybody in would be Job Simulator, especially like maybe my wife. Like that might be a cool little thing for her, to be, take care of customers, ring things up, give the lottery tickets, scratch off the lottery tickets. Like it was basically, okay, so again, we're talking percentages, right? I would say probably like 87% of that experience. Now, all I did, in due diligence, I need to do all the different Job Simulator jobs, and all I did was the convenience store clerk. But man, it was about 87% of that experience. It shined through. It shined through. And so one of the takeaways I have in regards to the Oculus Quest in general is just imagine this. Imagine if you knew somebody that had an HTC Vive in 2016. They played Job Simulator. They played Superhot. They played Space Pirate Trainer. They played Beat Saber. Okay, those are 4 games. Beat Saber, Job Simulator, Superhot, Space Pirate Trainer. They know those games. They know them well. And if you were to put them into a Quest and just have them play those 4 games and not have them play anything else, definitely don't show them Robo Recall. Whatever you do, do not show them Robo Recall. But if you show them those 4 games, they would be like, oh my God, this is basically my freaking Vive, and it's freaking wireless, and it's $400, and there's no computer. Like, this is freaking incredible. This is unbelievable. This is a miracle. This is a freaking miracle. But what I'm trying to say here, remember, only if they played Beat Saber, Space Pirate Trainer, Superhot, and Job Simulator, they would be blown the F away. They really would. Because they would be like, damn, this is basically the same thing I've played on a Vive like a couple of years. Like if they're playing Job Simulator or Space Pirate Trainer, they'd be like, man, I played these a couple years ago and this is basically the same friggin' thing. It's basically the same friggin' thing. And same thing with Beat Saber and same thing with Superhot. That is incredible, man. That is really incredible. And so after thinking about all of this and thinking about and there's so many games I still haven't played. I haven't played Apex Construct. I haven't played Dance Central. I haven't tried Creed. There's tons of games I haven't even tried. So I've got to try way more games, and it's something I'm going to do right when I get out of here. And I'm looking forward to getting out of here and doing that. But, well, damn it. Now I forgot what I was going to say. My train of thought on that. But basically, I mean, my overall take. So my overall take is like, I honestly believe that playing Robo Recall and playing Journey of the Gods, like those 2 games kind of soured me on the Quest. Like those, and it's funny because, Tyler Jasper is in chat right now. And Tyler Jasper, we have a quote from Tyler. There it is. Journey of the Gods is gorgeous. One of the best looking games on Quest. Okay, I copied that. I wanted that quote to be on our show because Tyler Jasper, dude, get your freaking eyes checked because hell no. Journey of the Gods is a lot of things. It's not a graphical stunner. In my opinion, man, it is not a graphical stunner. Now, I'm not saying Journey of the Gods is bad at all. I'm not trying to say Journey of the Gods is bad. I'm sure it's probably actually really, really good. And I kind of enjoyed what I was playing in Journey of the Gods. I was just like, wow, this kind of looks like Oculus Go here. The colors, like, did somebody just take the color knob and just freaking turn it all the way this way? Like, what happened to color? It's the most muted colors ever, and I guess that's part of its art style and everything. But and then we got the original Catastrophe saying Robo Recall is still awesome. Robo Recall Unplugged? Have you ever played the real Robo Recall? Because this is not the real Robo Recall. Okay, so yeah, and VR Let's Play, Journey of the Gods is good as F. Okay, okay, Journey of the Gods is good as F, but would you consider Journey of the Gods to be one of the better looking Quest games? Because I sure as hell don't. See, bottom line is I just think when I played Journey of the Gods, and maybe even more so Robo Recall, I was like, damn. Maybe this ain't working out so good with this Quest thing. But then all the other games that I played have freaking been home runs pretty much. Like basically everything else, everything but those two have been home runs pretty much for me. And I'm going to play Journey of the Gods. I mean, I'm going to play Journey of the Gods from beginning to end, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I just see, there is a graphics whore inside me. There is a graphics whore inside me. I think you guys know that. You know that there's a graphics whore inside me, even though I can be kind of a retro gamer and I can appreciate, I'm enjoying Job Simulator, and this isn't a graphical stunning game. Neither is Superhot. I'm enjoying the hell out of that. Neither is Beat Saber. I'm enjoying the hell out of that. So, but I do have graphical whore tendencies. And so Journey of the Gods, the muted colors, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all about that. Maybe I got to play it some more. And I don't know. I guess I'll have to check it out again. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good about the Quest overall. That is the final takeaway. I feel very good about the Quest. A lot more games I got to play. In fact, you know what? Why don't we go? Let's go to the webinar. Let's go to the webinar, and I actually have not updated any of my webinar stuff. So this is from the last time I was in here, and guess what? We're in the right, this is exactly where I wanted to be. Oh, and Vader Immortal. Okay, so I'll go through here and tell you guys what I've tried. So Beat Saber, awesome. Thumbs up. Couldn't recommend it more. Incredible. $30, expensive, but god damn it, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. Vader Immortal, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Very short, a little bit pricey, but you're going to show everybody this, so it's worth it to show everybody. Creed, haven't tried it yet. Have not tried it. I have not tried the demo. I have not tried the full game. That is on my to-do list, absolutely. Superhot VR, tried it, loved it, absolutely endorse it, solid gold. Racket Fury, I don't own this at all, and I don't even think there's a demo. VR Chat, it's free, haven't tried it yet. Job Simulator, awesome, love it, works great. Great demo for somebody that has never tried Job Simulator, a great demo to throw somebody in for the Quest. Angry Birds, haven't tried it. Okay, none of these, haven't tried none of these. I have Box VR, and I do want to try that because for Box VR, it's the exercise. I want to sweat a little bit and see how bad that is when I get a little bit sweaty. I have virtual reality. I haven't tried that yet. I haven't tried Rec Room yet. I haven't even tried First Contact yet. I mean, I got so much to try still. Apex Construct, I haven't tried that yet, and I think that's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that one. Shadowpoint, I haven't tried that yet. I haven't tried Bait yet. Virtual Desktop, I got hooked up with a code for Virtual Desktop, so I am going to be trying that, but I haven't tried that yet. So Drop Dead, I have it. Haven't tried it yet. Robo Recall Unplugged, Downers. No. Okay, no. Robo Recall Unplugged, look, I will play through the entire thing. I definitely will play through the entire thing of Robo Recall Unplugged. I'll definitely play through it, and I'm sure I'll enjoy a lot of it, but that's not your daddy's Robo Recall. This is not your daddy's Robo Recall. Face Your Fears 2, really like it, and graphically, I don't want to deal with this damn spiders though, but the graphical engine, Face Your Fears 2, the best I've seen so far, just from a geometry and just from a presence of I'm in a real space. I feel like I'm almost playing like a Vive or an Oculus game in Face Your Fears 2. That's been the most impressive from a game engine, I think I would say. Thumper, I haven't tried it. Journey of the Gods, I tried it, but I barely touched it. Need to play it a lot more. Disappointed with the graphics, got to admit. Disappointed with the lack of voice work, got to admit. Still too early to say on that game. I need to play it a lot more. Haven't tried Rush, haven't tried Ultra Wings, Space Pirate Trainer, great. Oh, you know what? VR Roundtable. We did get a key for Moss, so I will be able to try Moss. Like, dude, I got so many games to play. It is still Christmas. It's still my birthday, and it's still Christmas. I still have Moss to play. Like, how freaking awesome is that? Ballista, haven't checked it out yet. Sports Scramble, I played the demo. I like it. I like Sports Scramble. Steve Bishop does not like Sports Scramble. I like it. I want to play the whole damn game. But 30 bones. Yeah, so these are the demos. So yeah, I tried the sports, and there is a Creed demo that I can try. Fruit Ninja, is that a demo? No. I haven't tried BOGO. I have not tried BOGO. I did try First Steps, and First Steps is actually cool. I highly recommend people try First Steps. In fact, I might put my wife in First Steps before I put her in anything else. So it's a great situation. You know, it's a beautiful situation. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Has there been any new releases on the Quest? Has anything new arrived on the Quest? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't believe so. I wonder when we'll get our first new release. And it's going to be funny. When we do get our first new release, everybody's going to be like, oh my God, this game just came out. And like a lot of people are like, whatever the first release is going to get way more sales than it probably ever deserved, just because there's going to be this hype that surrounds the first new arrival. It's just the way it is, man. It's like a human nature type of a deal. Since we're in the Oculus area any darn way, maybe we should look and see if there are any daily deals. Okay, Killing Floor Incursion. Maybe that's our daily deal. Let's see. It doesn't have hours counting down, but it is on sale. $18, 10% off. Killing Floor Incursion. You know, I'm a major fan of Killing Floor Incursion. I really like Killing Floor Incursion. But people are all over the map on that one. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about some news. And I didn't get a chance to prepare stories in advance, but it's overrated anyway, right? Preparation is overrated. So let's go ahead and just see what's going on at Upload VR. Why don't we? Okay, Oculus Rift S, split screen VR multiplayer, Arizona Sunshine co-op. Is that something that they've added new? Is that like a new thing? Intense underwater survival game, Free Diver. Ooh, this comes out next week. We heard Free Diver was a May release. We didn't know when in the month of May. And so this has been dated. May 30th. Awesome. This looks like a really good game and probably a smart idea, really, for anybody. Don't release this week. This is a bad week to release anything. There's too much already out there. This is why I'm glad that like Stormlands and all this other stuff didn't happen. And I guess MRTV, you know, what happened, dude? What happened? Did MRTV like ever respond to the fact that Stormland never came out? Okay, how Facebook built Oculus Quest, the product it thought might be impossible. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Final Assault is basically coming out of early access. I like Final Assault. Very good. Palmer Luckey got fired. I did see this. And, you know, it's interesting that there's some new Palmer Luckey info that has been coming out. Because here's the thing. He left Facebook in March 2017. Well, here we are. It's May 2019. So he may have had like a 2-year like non-compete, don't say anything. You know what I mean? Like he might have like on his way out, he might have had like some 2-year thing where he couldn't say anything. He couldn't talk about anything. He couldn't have a VR company. He could, you know, that might have been part of his exit deal. You know, like the golden parachute or whatever, when they got him out of there. So the 2 years have expired. So Palmer Luckey is going to start Tesla VR. in collaboration. No, I mean, come on. Like, what is he going to do, though? Forget the dumb defense company that he's working on with freaking drones at the border. Bro, we need you back in VR, for real. Like, how awesome would it be if, like, him and Brendan Arebe hooked up with Elon Musk to start Tesla VR? And as a major competitor, to get back into the game. Yeah, so he says, I left because I got fired. In a recent interview with CNBC, I left because I got fired. And says, when asked outright why he was fired, he replied, oh, no reason at all. California's an at-will state. They can terminate you for no reason or any reason at all. Yeah, it is one of those states, right? But I work for the state of California, and they will not fire you unless you decapitate somebody. You pretty much have to decapitate somebody to get fired from the state of California. So that's good. At least I got that going for me. But yeah, and he says, of course, I gave $10,000 to a pro-Trump group, and I think that had something to do with it. And then Nate Mitchell had a comment, and he said, it is not always consistent with what happened, or something. Is not always, issued a statement to the book saying, is not always consistent with what happened. Basically, what was in Blake Harris's book, which they gave an alleged account of Luckey's departure. So, this is like a non-story. This is a complete and utter non-story. The only story aspect of this that I find interesting is the 2-year whatever it was has probably expired now. So Palmer Luckey you might see him join some other company. Like there might be news where he's joining a VR company because the 2-year deal may have expired. That's exciting to me, but this story is kind of a non-story in terms of just him being fired. Like, I don't really care about that. Okay, but let's continue to scroll through here. Okay, how to play Steam VR games like Skyrim VR and Oculus Quest. One thing I'll quickly say about all of this, like Rift Cat, VR Ridge, all these different little things is like, bro, just go into your man cave. Like here's my theory on all these kinds of things. Is like, if I want to play a PC VR game, I'm going to use an actual PC VR headset. I'm going to use actual PC VR controllers. I'm just going to go into my man cave and do what it was born to do. And if I'm going to play the Quest, I'm going to play the Quest. I don't know. It's like a novelty. I think this is like a big novelty thing where people want to do things they're not supposed to on hardware that wasn't designed for it. Like people get their jollies off of that, which is cool. I mean, I understand the curiosity factor. Like you play Quake or something on your Oculus Go. Like that's a cool thing to do. Or you side load Minecraft or something on your Oculus Go or something. Like it's cool, I get it. But this, like people like ranting and raving about, I can play, wait a minute, don't you have a PC VR headset? Like just go use that. And so then people will say, but no, man, you can do it remotely, bro. Like you can be freaking somewhere, you can be on vacation, man, and you can play your Steam VR. And I'm like, okay, so you got to leave your PC up and running. And then how does this like wake up your PC? How does all of that work? I don't know. I've just never gotten caught up in this idea of like using the wrong hardware to play the wrong game. But it's cool. It's a cool idea, I suppose. Nathan in chat says, I totally agree, but not everyone owns a PC and a standalone headset. So I think it's a nice opportunity. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, so I guess you don't ever have to own that headset and stuff, but is it going to be a perfect experience? I doubt it. I haven't read this article, but I can see right here it says, but it's an imperfect solution. Yeah, see, I didn't actually think about it from that angle of like not owning anything, but still wanting to play Steam VR games. And so if that ever got really good, yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. I didn't really think about that angle. I was just thinking of people that already have like a Rift or a Vive, but they still want to like use that in another room. And it's like, dude, just go use your Rift. So I guess that whole argument collapsed on itself. My bad. Oh, Pavlov is coming to Quest. That is cool. That is good news, because actually one of the things that we can get into, not on this episode of the show, but one thing I do want to talk about is genres. And the Oculus Quest has like 50 plus items that have hit the Oculus Quest, which is super awesome. It's got a wide-ranging library of games and experiences that you can play around with in a lot of different categories. But what it desperately needs is a racing game, and I don't think VR Karts quite qualifies. It needs its equivalent of Drive Club VR. And Drive Club VR could probably work on this. It could probably work on this. And then it also needs, it needs like a real shooter. And there is one real shooter that is coming to it. It's like Honor and Duty D-Day, which is on PlayStation VR, which they had I don't know if they still have like a free demo of it or like a free beta, but I tried that and it's actually really good. Like if they could get that whole experience to work on the Quest in the same way that it works on PlayStation VR, Honor and Duty D-Day is actually pretty damn decent. And it's probably coming a lot sooner than Pavlov, but it's great news. This is absolutely great news. Like you know what? Actually, I take it back. Dead and Buried. It's kind of Quake Arena, and so I guess some people don't want the Quake Arena. They want a little bit more of a strategic kind of a mix, and so I guess Pavlov would help with that. Honor and Duty D-Day, kind of. So yeah, that's pretty much most of the stories here that we have going on. One thing I did want to talk about as well, though, is let's talk about the Oculus Rift subreddit, which I got to refresh this. But one of the things I've found super interesting, so I do not have a Rift S. I was ready to buy one if Best Buy or Fry's, if either one of those places had a Rift S, I would have bought a Rift S, and I would have had some takes on a Rift S. But they didn't have them, and I came back home, and I'm just playing Quest stuff. And honestly, I don't really have time for the Rift S right now. There are so many Quest games I haven't played. Like, I would say, like, next Wednesday, I'll probably really want, like, a Rift S or something, because I'll pretty much have played most of what I wanted to play, and I'll kind of be like, okay, now it's time to get back to PC VR gaming. I have not played a PC VR game since getting my Quest. I haven't fired up an Oculus Rift or anything. My PlayStation VR has not been touched. No Hot Shots golf for me yet. Blood and Truth on Tuesday, I will absolutely fire that puppy up. But like the Rift S, just my general take on the whole Rift S thing is like, I kind of want one, but I want an HP Reverb. Where can I buy an HP Reverb? Where's Sebastian when you need him? If I could order an HP Reverb right now, I would order an HP Reverb right now, because it's $200. It's $200 more than the Rift S. And I feel like I want to see it, man. I want to see it. And yeah, I know the controllers. I know all the bad sides, yada, yada, yada. I know. But I still want to see it. I want to see 2160 by 2160. I want to see the future, man. This is the next level. Like, this is a new level. The other thing, too, is I kind of want to see 2160 by 2160. I want to see it, and I kind of want to get used to that before I get the Valve Index. Yeah, Nathan is saying that the Rift S is rare. How the F did Sebastian get his Rift S anyway? Does he know somebody? Like, he must know someone at Hewlett Packard, because who else has a Rift S? Does anybody have it? But I mean a Rift S. I mean a Reverb. I meant Reverb. But I want a Reverb because I heard the comfort of the reverb is great too. Yeah, okay. So Nathan says the display is a pleasure for the eyes, but the most impressive part is the comfort. That's the other nice thing about the reverb. And then the other cool thing about like reverb that I'm kind of excited about is, you know, the whole binocular overlap thing, the reduction in the overlap. See, here's the deal. I think if your IPD is like 58.5 or 57.5, or you got like a 59 IPD or a 60 IPD, you guys are the ones that are getting boned when they reduce the binocular overlap. But for somebody like me with a big ass Mark Cuban head and a big ass IPD, it's all good, because I don't think I will be affected as much in the reduction of binocular overlap as somebody that has eyes that are way closer. You're going to be way more affected by that than I'll be affected by that. So that's another downer for reverb that I don't think is going to affect me. But what I really want with the reverb is I wanna feel like I really, really know what 2160 by 2160 buys me. Like, I want to know, what does that give me? Like is that, what kind of a game changer is that? I want to see it in firmament. I want to see it in red matter. I want to see it in a bunch of different games, and I want to see, what does this do? I also want to see how it taxes my 1080 Ti. Like, is it going to be struggling like a mofo? Are there certain games I just can't even play at all? I want to see it. And then when I get the reverb, you're going to have a when I get the valve index, you're going to have a downgrade in resolution, but then you got the whole hertz thing. But I want to have that knowledge. And see, Sebastian is the only dude on planet Earth that has that knowledge. Like, when he gets the valve index, he's going to know. Like, he's going to know what 2160 by 2160 buys you. He's going to know all the downsides and everything as well, but he's also going to know how incredible that is. And then when he gets the valve index, he's going to have a pretty good base of like, okay, what are the positives? Because there's going to be more 2160 by 2160 headsets. Remember, the HTC Vive Cosmos supposedly is a third quarter product. We've heard a little bit of peep about that. So that one is probably 2160 by 2160, and also the Acer Oho Concept D, which has legitimate IPD support as well. So yeah, I would love to order. I'm probably going to end up buying a Rift S this weekend though, if I can't buy, if I'm unable to buy a reverb, because when Tested did their reverb breakdown, they said that someone at HP told them that reverb was going to be up for sale next week, which was this week. Well, here we are Thursday. It's never gone back up for sale. And I'll buy the $650 one if I had to. But yeah, it's still not for sale. So that kind of sucks, because I would do that. But if I'm unable to do that, and if a local Best Buy has a Rift S, I'll go pick one up and I'll go ahead and check it out, and I'll go ahead and do that. And then I guess I won't be getting a reverb, which kind of sucks, because I can't get both the reverb and the Rift S. It's going to be one or the other, at least for the time being. But yeah, no. So going back to like Rift S, one of the things that I thought was kind of crazy, and maybe it doesn't look so bad today, but man, there were so many posts that were on the Quest subreddit of people that were just having really serious problems with their Rift S. There were a lot of people having a lot of problems with their Rift S, and some people were pissed. Like, they were really pissed off about it. But in addition to that, guess what? The Oculus Rift S Defense Force is live and well, baby. The Oculus Rift Defense Force. So let's go back to our standard scene here, and I'll grab the Rift S trailer. And I gotta tell you, man, the Rift S Defense Force they are alive and they are well. And they are working overtime. They're jumping into every thread where anybody has anything negative to say about the Rift S. Instantly, everybody paratroop in! You know, they're all freaking parachuting in to the thread where anyone's saying anything negative about the Rift S, they parachute in and it's like, Rift Force, evaluate, whatever. They freaking get together and they attack any possible perceived negative. And so it's kind of funny, man, because a lot of people are having problems, but other people are saying it's wonderful, it's great. I do believe that Steve Bishop of VR Roundtable, I think he's had a very good time with his Rift S. In fact, I think he was saying that he likes his Rift S better than his freaking Pimax in terms of just pure visuals, not the field of view. But yeah, Steve was really impressed with his Rift S, at least initially, I believe. Travis Loker in chat, I am having Rift S problems. Yeah, so if anybody is having a Rift S problem, go ahead and talk about it. And if anybody is having their Rift S is just working absolutely perfectly and everything is just beautiful, you can talk about that as well. But it was almost like a 50-50 thing. Like so many people were back and forth with all these different things about the Rift S, like Rift S display cutting out. Here's somebody right here, Rift S display cutting out. Let me just see what this guy's saying. Whenever I take my Rift S off for a second or switch a game, the display goes black, and I can only get it back after a total PC reboot. Oh man, that is freaking. See, here's the thing. Maybe it's a good thing I don't have a Rift S. It might be a really, really good thing if I don't have a Rift S. Because if I had a Rift S and I had lots of problems, you want to talk about 20 things I hate about the Rift S? Oh my God, I would be going batshit. Because see, I'm not that hyped. Like I honestly have like zero hype for the Rift S. The only thing that excites me about the Rift S is the comfort. Like the comfort is probably the most exciting thing because I've never had a super comfortable experience with the regular Rift. The Rift does not fit my head the right way. And so the Rift S can't be any worse. It cannot be any worse. And I remember the foam, I tried it at GDC. That shit felt good. Now, what I didn't get to try to do was like move this back and forth and screw around with that. And that might affect it a little bit. But the actual halo part felt freaking beautiful. And that is the one thing that I'm really excited about for the Rift S. That's the one bonus that I'm actually looking forward to. The other bonus is Pass-Through Plus. I gotta tell you, man, I love Pass-Through on the Quest. Like every time I see it and I'm looking around my room or like my controllers are on the table and I grab my controllers, even though it's not perfectly perspective correct and all of that, it still looks so freaking cool. And it looks so future, man. It is really future. Like it's super future. Nathan says, I have barely touched my Rift S in these 3 weeks I've owned it. Why is it, Nathan? What are you playing instead? Like, are you playing on a PC VR headset or are you just mostly using the Quest and that's kind of why? See, the thing is, the other thing too, is like, I really wish these launches were like, can we all agree that these launches should have been separated by a month? Like, why couldn't these things live on their own, man? I think it would have been so much better if these things had their own time to shine. The Rift S doesn't get to have the spotlight all to itself, and the Quest doesn't get to have the spotlight all to itself. Why would you do that? Like, this is a bad idea, Oculus. I'm telling you, Oculus, you've made some head scratchers, man. Head scratchers. Like, you should have gave these two products their own time to breathe. Like, let them have their own time in the sun. Because honestly, I'm just getting a Quest. I'm playing a Quest. Like, I could honestly play this Quest. Like, if I didn't have people like you guys wanting my opinions on like Blood and Truth and wanting my opinions on like Free Diver and like wanting my opinions on the Rift S itself. And if you had all that, like if I didn't have to worry about all that, I'd probably just be like total Questmas. like Questicle 97, baby. I would be all Quest all the time for about 3 weeks. I would be like eating, sleeping, breathing Quest. I'd be all about the Quest. And then the honeymoon period would kind of fade away. And then it would just be another platform that I use, like PlayStation VR, like the Rift, etc. But like for 3 weeks, I would be Quest. I'd be out of my mind with the Quest, playing all these Quest games, taking it places, going to the park, doing crazy shit. Like I would just be doing that, and I'd be a happy camper. Like I could let my PC VR, like I could give it a vacation for a couple weeks. I really could. But we couldn't do that because they freaking put them right by each other. I thought it was a bad idea. Okay, so Nathy says, I am someone who is getting drawn to content, not specs. Exactly. And see, Nathy, dude, I got to interview you on this show because one of the things I would have told you in an interview on this show is I would say that I've been listening to the F Reality podcast for a while now. And the one thing that I really appreciate about Nathy, and this is legit, like I truly appreciate this about Nathy, is he doesn't really care about like all the specs and shit. Like he's not a hardware nut. Like Nathy is about the experience. He's about the content and stuff. And I appreciate that about Nathy because like they'll be on F Reality and they'll be debating about like binocular overlap and IPDs and whether blacks are black and like all these different things. And Nathy doesn't seem to be like, he doesn't get caught up in that. And I appreciate that. Like, I like that. That's cool. But Nathy, I definitely do need to interview you at some point. We'll definitely get into that at some point. Pinnacle Rising says, Anthony, your Quest will be collecting dust soon. Okay, so Pinnacle Rising, a Questicle hater. Okay, what are we going to call Quest haters? We got to come up with a good name for Quest haters. Like people that just hate the Quest. Because I think Pinnacle Rising might be in that category. And so it's funny, I got to imagine, I probably do have some people that watch this show that cannot wait. They can't wait till I'm over this honeymoon and I get back to normal because they're like, oh my God, are we going to get another hour of Anthony talking about freaking Quest games again? Oh man, somebody freaking send me an email when he's not talking about Quest anymore. Dude, it's going to be bad for a while because I still got a lot of stuff on the Quest that I have not tried. There are so many games I still have not tried. So I'm going to be talking about the Quest for a while, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know who had a great quote? Let me see if I can find this guy's quote. Okay, so that's Martino Movies. He says, when I grow up, I want to be MAME fan and have one of the coolest man caves ever. And yeah, dude, MAME fan, like if you guys saw the last episode we did where we had MAME fan came really late. That's why it ended up being 2 hours and 22 minutes. And I tried to get it at 22 seconds. I tried. I got screwed on that, but I really tried. See, Jason Westmus. Yeah, please get to normal, Anthony. Okay, we need a good name. Oh, here's a good quote. Paul Revere. As if the Rift S doesn't exist. I don't get the excitement for a VR headset with the Samsung Galaxy S8 processor in it or something. And his comment is actually a lot more harsh than that. It's actually, I like cut off part of it. Like some of the comments that I'll put up there, the whole thing doesn't fit. Yeah, we're definitely going to do an interview with Nathy in the not too distant future. So we'll definitely do that. But yeah, man. So what are the Quest haters going to be called? We need a name for Quest haters. We really do. But yeah, I'm still having lots of fun with the Quest. But yeah, the Rift S, it's all over the map with the Rift S. I thought that was quite interesting. Very, very interesting to be sure. What else is going on? You know what we haven't checked out, guys, in a minute? Why don't we check out Steam, actually? Let's freaking check out Steam. Because you know what? I haven't checked out like games that are coming out, things that are coming out. For example, dude, 11/11, brah. It's available today. Okay, so let's switch over to the webinar. Here it is, man, 11/11. Everybody bought this today, right? This is the most exciting thing of the week. It is 11/11. It's a groundbreaking entertainment extravaganza, man. You're going to be able to watch the stories of all these aliens right before they're about to die. And you're going to be able to check it out from different perspectives. You're going to be able to rewind time. And it is a sci-fi special called 11/11. Okay, so this is available today, and if I scroll down, I will look at the price. So the price for this, 20 bones. 20 bones. Is this the most expensive non-game we've seen so far? No, that is probably The Invisible Hours. Yes, because The Invisible Hours, not a game. The first VR movie, Quest-haters. Quest-haters? Almost, not good enough. Questicons? Okay, people are working on what we call Quest haters. Yeah, we still got to work on that. Maybe it's not going to combine Quest and haters. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. But yeah, this is 11/11. Honestly, I would love to try this. I really would love to try this. But I'm not paying $20. I'm definitely not paying $20. Okay, now it is on sale until the 29th. $13. This looks cool. I mean, I ran the trailer on this the other day. This does look cool. I mean, it reminds me of Quinero. Anthony no longer visits Vives. No, the Vives subreddit hasn't had the hype. Like, the Vives subreddit is a ghost town a little bit. There hasn't been a lot of hype on the Vives subreddit. I still go there first, just out of sheer habit. But 11/11, this is available today. $13, $20 normally. It is an experiential kind of a deal. I don't know how long it lasts. There are 3 user reviews. Why don't we check this out? Okay, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. That is how long the story is. But the story is rich and exactly what it says in the narration. You can view the story from the perspective of many characters. So the story tends to really be as long as you want it, just because there are many different views about how you can experience this. The story is rich, the graphics are excellent, the sound is top notch. This guy probably freaking works for NBC Universal. Okay, so let's go to the next guy. Highly recommended. Visuals, sound quality, voice acting, viewing mechanics, and content quality are all above average. The price is good for what you get. I don't know about that. I love the previously released VR animated story, The Big C, which, yeah, this is kind of in that same category. And this one is a lot like it, but with more content and the ability to free roam and manipulate scale. Okay, this guy was like, holy shit, that was superb. I highly So far, I mean, these people, assuming that these are real people, I mean, this guy has 828 products in his account. Sounds like MameFan. This guy's got 217 products. This guy has 206 products. So it seems like real reviews, and they seem to be crazy positive. So I'd like to try 11/11, but right now my money is spoken for. I don't believe I'm going to be buying this, but maybe I'll try to contact, like, see, who am I going to contact? Like, how do you get a hold of somebody at NBC Universal? Like, good luck with that. I think Digital Domain, is the studio that did this. Maybe I'll try to Quaters, Questmas, the Unquestables. That's actually the best one so far. The Unquestables. That's K-Panic. That's the clubhouse leader, I think. I haven't looked at all of them, but that's the clubhouse leader, the Unquestables. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Okay, so let's go to the VR. Let's go to VR games, because I don't know what's come out. Like, Zed could freaking be out, and I wouldn't know it. Okay, so let's see what's come out. Oh, dude, Beat Saber just came out, bro. Oh, Fade Out is out? Holy shit, I didn't know this game came out. Did you guys know Fade Out is out? It's out, and it's $8. I mean, the graphics look pretty good in that one little trailer that we had that one day, I think, right? No user reviews? Holy moly, rickatoli. I mean, these people picked a bad day. You picked a bad day to release your game. May 21st couldn't possibly be worse. You picked a bad day. Shouldn't have released it on this week. You freaking blew it. Yeah, I mean, this is just a bad time to release anything VR related. And that includes freaking Hot Shots Golf as well. They picked a bad day. Freaking Clap Hands picked a bad day. Because don't they know that some of us have, I'm trying to fix my, let's see here. I'm trying to fix my, there we go. Let me get my webcam situated better. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, a lot of these companies picked the wrong day to release a goddamn game. But Fade Out, I thought I remembered like the trailer and stuff for this. It's only $8, so that's kind of interesting. Surprised nobody's checked that out. Maybe Paradise Decay will hop on that. But then we have all these like release dates of games that have been out for freaking ever, but they're coming out of early access. So now they get these release dates, which I hate that crap. So let's look at upcoming real quick. Let's take a quick look at upcoming. Just because I don't know if there's been any dates that have changed. Like, we've been so out of it now. Let's see. Last Hope Z. Oh, this has a date. May 24th. So that's tomorrow. Looks kind of ghetto. I mean, it looks kind of cheesy, kind of indie. But you never know with these sorts of things. So that's coming tomorrow, The Last Hope. But I was just wondering about like Zed and stuff like that. Okay, so Five Nights at Freddy's, that's next Tuesday. So at least they waited 1 week. That was smart of them. I think this game actually, didn't it get delayed like a week because they realized, oh, hell no, we're messing with Questmas and Rift-esmas. Bad idea, bro. Let's see. Trench Run VR, did we ever get a date for that? Nope, still don't have a date for that. Free Diver of a Conniver, that is May 30th. This is the real deal, bros. I'm down for this. I'm very interested in this. This is probably the next big PC VR game that we're going to get like in the next 10 days or so. Space Ops VR, do they have a day? Oh, this is May 30th as well. And I'm telling you guys, do not sleep. Do not sleep on Space Ops VR. This is fun. If they price this right, which $19.99, maybe $24.99, do not go above that. Do not go above that. $19.99, maybe $24.99 if you're trying to get greedy. But if you're smart, $19.99. This is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's actually quite decent, and it actually has a pretty good feel. So that is Space Ops. So that's coming on the same day as Free Diver. Good luck with that. Okay, Area of Darkness. Early May. It's not early May no more, y'all. It is not early May. I mean, it's freaking damn near June, and they're talking about early May. My advice to them was summer 2019. Summer 2019 would have been a good idea. Okay, Winter Fury, this is on May 30th. This is on May 30th. Have you ever wanted to play a military World War II game in VR with PlayStation 2 graphics? If you ever have, this is the game for you. Winter Fury, The Longest Road. And it is being developed by Spider Monk Entertainment. A spider and a monk got together. So, I just wanted to look. Zed was really high on this list. Now I'm not seeing Zed anywhere. Zed didn't come out, did it? I know it didn't come out. Loco Parentis. They don't have a date for that. Let me just look up Zed and see. Zed. I still haven't played freaking Dance Central, Shadow Point, and I have Dance Central on Rift and Quest, and I have Shadow Point on Rift and Quest, and I'm not really sure where to play them. Oh, this got a date. Zed got a date, y'all. June 4th. That's not very long at all. This is actually one of the biggest games, I think, of the next couple weeks. Like, this should be up there with, like, Blood and Truth and stuff as, like, some of your most hyped up games is Zed. Zed is June 4th. Like, this is freaking news. Like, where's Upload VR? And there's a new trailer? Oh, no, I think I saw that trailer. That was back on February 26th. But, dude, Upload VR? Y'all should have a story about this. Zed, dated June. Dude, Zed is a big game. Like, this is a cool game, I think. I think it's pretty cool. So that's a look at some of the upcoming VR games that are coming in the not too distant future. So man, like that's what I said. You guys remember that show I did? It was not too long ago. I said a virtual avalanche of games is coming our way. A freaking avalanche of games is coming our way, and it's happening. Questophobes. Not too bad. Not too bad. You guys are still working on that. You're still working on like what to call these people. Pro-questables, conquistadors. People are going crazy. See, I'm gonna have to watch this episode and see all the different crazy things people come up with. But I kind of like the unquestables. I like the unquestables, but questophobes, not bad. Not bad. But these are all the upcoming games. But yeah, we're done with that. All right, well, you know what? We've been going way over an hour, and I'm not in the business of doing 2-hour shows. Oh, wait, go back in, Anthony. It's been updated. Go back into what? That's rendered reality. Go back into something. But I need to get the hell out of Dodge, guys, because guess what? I've got a lot of Quest games to play. Yes, I do. I haven't played Creed. I haven't played Dance Central. I haven't played Apex Construct. I haven't played a lot of shit. A whole bunch of games I haven't played. I haven't played Drop Dead, Dual Strike Edition. I haven't played that. I haven't played Box VR. I haven't tried out Virtual Desktop yet, so I can watch Prawn while I'm way over there in a completely different room. I haven't done a lot of stuff. The Unquestables is number one, and Questophobes right there. Yeah, we're gonna we'll do a top 10 tomorrow. The top 10 Quest hater names. What are we gonna use for Quest haters? Right now, the Unquestables is the clubhouse leader. The Unquestables is the clubhouse leader. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I got to check out, and I got to play a whole bunch of Quest stuff, and it's gonna be fun. So the Questmas continues. It's 1 week of Questmas, or whatever you want to call it. It is going to be fun and a whole lot of stuff to do. All right, well, that's going to go ahead and do it, guys, for our episode today of VR365. Once again, apologies for not being here yesterday. Just wasn't quite ready to do a show. Had a lot of Quest games to play, and that's what happened. But you know what? We're back. We're back in business. We'll continue to do this thing. Tomorrow is Friday. I got to tell you, today feels like Friday. I don't know why. Today feels like Friday, but it's not. I got to go to work tomorrow. But tomorrow's episode will be at the same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. I will be back. I'll probably have impressions of Creed Rise to Glory, Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition, Apex Construct. So I'm probably going to play quite a few Quest games and check those out. So I'll have my thoughts on that. We'll also take a look at what's going on in the news. We've got some exciting upcoming games that are coming very shortly. It is an exciting time of year, guys. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. Also, please subscribe to the show. And I'll tell you why I need subscribers. I just need subscribers because you know what? Maybe I could get some more keys, y'all, if I had some more subscribers. Like, I think if I got to 5,000 subscribers, there would be all kinds of keys that I would start to get that I'm not getting right now. And so don't you want me to cover these games better? Sure you do. So I just need 3,000 more subs. That's all. Just 3,000 more subs, and I might get a few extra keys every now and then. And it really helps out because then I can check out some of these games and give you guys my firsthand impressions of them. But go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, do the little bell thing. And if you leave a comment and it's interesting, I'll probably feature it on this show. Also, a big thanks to Patreon supporters and PayPal supporters, PayPal donators, and Patreon supporters. I have not forgotten you. I do need to check all of that, and I will do that before tomorrow's show. I will be back to thanking my patrons. I thank you guys. Look, I'm playing a Quest right now, and it's thanks to you guys. I appreciate it. It is incredible. Like, I am truly blessed. I'm one of the most blessed people on planet Earth right here, right now. I've got so many good Quest games to play. I am so friggin' spoiled. It is ridiculous how spoiled I am. And I appreciate it. I really do. But that's going to do it. I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a wonderful Thursday. Play your Quest. And the Unquestables, don't talk to them. Do not talk to the Unquestables. They are the unmentionable. Rift S people, chill out, relax. Everything will be fixed. You know, there's people already returning Rift S's. I saw that. I saw somebody, I got a 58 APD. I tried the Rift S. It doesn't work. I'm sending it back. Then there was somebody else. I got a 70 IPD. It doesn't work. I'm sending it back. I'm almost tempted to wait around for Amazon to get all these freaking used Rift S's that were used for one friggin' day and maybe save a little money on a Rift S. Can a brother save a little money? Does Amazon have their used Rift S's yet? Because there's going to be a lot of used Rift S's that are going to be hitting Amazon in the next week or so. Because a lot of people are freaking snap judgment folks. They're making snap judgments. They're returning stuff way too quick. Sometimes you just need to back up a little bit. Chill out a little bit. Maybe watch a little bit of Netflix or something. You know, watch the Game of Thrones finale again, even though you hated it. Chill out for a minute. All right, well, that's it. I always do these long outros. You know how it is. All right, and I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Take it easy. Later.